Hello, you're with me, the voice of ability owner for persons with disability. United Nations statistics estimate that over 600 million people live with disability globally, and over 400 million people live with disability in Africa. 40% of Africa's population are made up of people living with disability. 10 to 15% of school-age children in Africa live with disability. Ghana's population is over 32 million, and 8% are people living with disability. How does this impact on persons with disability in terms of policy formulation, marriage and family life, education, healthcare, employment, and so on? For those of us in the disability community, discrimination and stigmatization is the root cause of almost every challenge we face. However, success only comes to those who know how to overcome their challenges and not those who know how to avoid challenges. So join me, the voice of ability and for persons with disability, as I navigate my way through the riveting stories, the unbelievable experiences, and the life-transforming journeys of persons with disability on the Helping Hand TV show.
God bless our homeland, Ghana. It's happening here again on the soils of Ghana. The first ever, the best ever, the greatest ever, and the only prestigious award for persons with disability. It's the Christina Hackman Impact Leadership Awards. It's the 2026 edition of the prestigious Chill Awards. Right here in Ghana, West Africa. Distinguished ladies and gentlemen, it is finally here. It is the official opening for the nominations for the 2026 edition of the prestigious Christina Hackman Impact Leadership Awards, valid from 1st October to 31st of December 2025. Eligibility for the 2026 edition of the prestigious Chill Awards includes persons with disability or institutions of persons with disability who have made exceptional contributions and have demonstrated outstanding leadership in the disability community and national development in the following categories: 1. Education, 2. Entrepreneurship, and 3. Disability sports. To submit your nomination, kindly visit www.chillawards.com. Click on the nomination process button, complete the form with your details, and attach required supporting media and references. Then submit. Take your place in the noble race of change makers. It's the prestigious Christina Hackman Impact Leadership Awards, Chill Awards 2026. For further enquiries, kindly contact the H4P organization on +233 209 555 777 or +233 596 313 338 or +233 277 552 208. Remember, it's the official opening for nominations for the 2026 edition of the prestigious Christina Hackman Impact Leadership Awards from 1st October to 31st December 2025. The prestigious Chill Awards 2026. Powered by the H4P organization. H4P, bringing dignity to disability. H4P, perfection is our passion.
Welcome back.
Hello and welcome to another exciting edition of the Helping Hand TV show. This is a continuation from last week from the 7th edition of the Celebration of Love held at FCC premises, Fire City Chapel premises. This edition also coincides with the 10th anniversary of Fire City Chapel, my proud sponsors. I promised you that I'll bring you the continuation, and this is it. I'll go for a break. When I come back, 7th edition of Celebration of Love happening at FCC premises continues. Stay tuned.
We'll be right back.
Hello, ladies and gentlemen. You are with me, the voice of ability on the air for persons with disability. And today I want to introduce you to someone with so much ability. Some people call her the greatest friend. Others call her the sweet companion. And others still call her the faithful worker. She is dependable, reliable, and adorable. And she's committed to lending you a helping hand anytime, anywhere. Distinguished ladies and gentlemen, help me welcome DV Cleaners.
DV Cleaners Alata Samana Shower Gels, DV Cleaners Aloe Vera Shower Gels, DV Cleaners Body Lotions, DV Cleaners Hair Shampoos, DV Cleaners Hair Conditioners, DV Cleaners Liquid Detergents, DV Cleaners Hand Wash, DV Cleaners Floor Cleaners, DV Cleaners Toilet Cleaners, DV Cleaners Cake Soaps, and now introducing DV Cleaners Hand Sanitizers. For bulk purchase, call us on +233 278 308 246 or +233 244 467 326. DV Cleaners, one of the topmost made in Ghana products. DV Cleaners, proudly Ghanaian.
And so remember that anytime you purchase any of the DV Cleaners range of products, you are lending a helping hand to a person with disability, and you are supporting H4P organization's special advocacy for persons with disability. DV Cleaners,
Nature's finest touch.
Welcome back.
Celebration of Love today, with what H4P has done, it's a reminder to the world that impactful change does not always begin with governments. It does not always begin with the big institutions. H4P, though we are international, we are a young institution, and we are helping. We are helping the government, we are helping the healthcare delivery system in Ghana, and we are hoping that we will go beyond what we have done so far. Love inspires, love strengthens, love motivates, and love can make you go places that naturally you would not be able to go. May this 7th edition of the Celebration of Love and the 10th anniversary of Fire City Chapel renew our collective dedication to dignity, to service, and to building a future where no one is unseen, a future that no one is unheard, a future that no one is left behind.
Amid the activities of the free health screening exercise, our team engaged one of the special mothers whose presence and voice reflected the realities many caregivers live with every day. She expressed deep appreciation for the program, describing it as impactful, timely, and greatly beneficial to both the children and their caregivers. Sharing her experience at the screening, she highlighted the care, attention, and sense of inclusion she felt throughout the exercise. She also explained why she accepted the invitation to participate, noting that such opportunities are rare and meaningful. As a single parent, she drew attention to the challenges special mothers face, including financial pressure, emotional stress, and limited support systems. Her voice adds depth and authenticity to this documentary.
Please, my name is Kotie Asante Alice. It is a privilege to be here because most of the times people don't involve people with disabilities. So I'm very, very grateful and excited about it. I wanted to come and network, to come and meet other family, other people with disabilities, network, socialize, and then at the end of the day, have the health screening as well. Because it's been a long time myself, I've even gone for medical checkups and all that. Yeah, so I saw it as an opportunity to come and be screened. We have a lot of challenges. Yeah, most of the time, maybe if you are the only caregiver, in my case, I'm the only caregiver, so it's hard to attend to myself. Mostly I'm attending to her, unless maybe I get someone to hold her for me for a while, so I can also attend to myself. So I think that when it comes to inclusion, the society should involve people with disabilities. They shouldn't take them out of the picture. When it comes to schooling, when it comes to churches, like the community should involve them. They are all part of us. We are all one people. So I think that when we do that, it will go a long way to help ease, I won't say burden, but to ease the load of caregivers and people with disabilities. God bless him so much for remembering people with disabilities and their caregivers. God should bless him. God should enlarge his coast. God should protect him. God should guide him. And then God should give him the heart to always remember us and to involve us.
Helping Hand TV show wishes its cherished viewers a Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year.
We'll be right back. Success is a product of hard and wise work. Is 60-second success with the Bishop. Stay tuned.
Welcome to 60-second success with the Bishop, where I give you success nuggets for a successful life. Whatever level of success you desire to achieve, whether big or small, local or international, you cannot achieve that success if you first don't take the first step. Most people spend so much time planning and yet never take the first step to achieve their dreams. To be successful, you must start from somewhere. And the best place to start from is where you are. A year from now, you will wish you had started today. A year from now, you would wish you had started earlier. The journey of 1,000 miles, it is said, begins with a step. Be bold, be brave, be confident, and start something worthwhile today in order to be successful tomorrow. It has taken 60 seconds for me to give you this success tip, but it will take more than 60 seconds for you to put it to work in your life. So start your journey to success now.
Wishes its cherished viewers a Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year.
Welcome back.
Across Ghana's health sector, a persistent gap in knowledge, systems, and accountability continues to affect patient outcomes. Limited specialist availability, delayed referrals, and weak enforcement around standards of care, especially in some facilities, have contributed to cases of medical negligence. These gaps often lead to preventable complications, placing families under immense emotional and financial strain. For many, the consequences are lifelong. Portia's story unfolds against this backdrop. A promising young and educated woman with a well-paying job, Portia looked forward to marriage with excitement and hope.
Mrs. Portia Opokweje, I'm a special mother with a very beautiful and handsome angel. His name is Jason AJ. Our journey has been quite difficult, I might say, unlike a promising young lady who graduated from the university with dreams and hopes. And after graduation, I started work with tallow oil. I was working with tallow oil and I met my husband. So we decided to get married. So as a young lady, the enthusiasm to marry, and it was exciting. After marriage, we gave ourselves a year to at least enjoy the marriage more before starting family. Exactly a year I took in, and I had smooth pregnancy. It was when it was time for me to deliver, I had issues.
At delivery, however, things took a tragic turn. Portia went into labor for 5 exhausting days. Unbeknownst to her, her cervix was too small to allow for a safe natural delivery.
The issues I had was with the doctors and the nurses. So I was in labor for 5 days, of which they were supposed to quickly rush me for a C-section. They delayed it. They thought I could do normal delivery, of which I couldn't do normal delivery because my cervix were closed. They had to rush me to test 7 to go through CS. Even when I went, I was at the private hospital. So I say the delay came from the private hospital. As a young lady who was going to have the first child, all we knew was that government hospitals were tedious, the nurses don't pay attention. So you would rather prefer a private hospital where you get proper care and stuff like that. Little did we know that it was something else there. So I was rushed to the 37 and my water broke and it was brownish. It was infectious and they can't get the baby's heartbeat because the baby has passed in my womb. So they had to rush me to the theater because those who were very close to my bed, I was seeing them afar off. So they were doing everything to sustain me rather because they knew I've lost the baby. So they rushed me to the theater on an emergency CS. And then I had him. When they took him off, the nurses noticed that he shook their hand, of which means there is a little life in him. So they had to rush him to NICU so they can sustain him if possible. I was very tired because 5 days in labor, I was extremely tired. So I didn't know what was going on. So later I was asking whether the baby survived and they were like, the baby is okay. He is in an incubator in the NICU.
Despite clear signs that an emergency cesarean section was needed, the private hospital delayed, waiting for a gynecologist who was not consistently available due to scheduled visiting days. As the hours turned into days, Portia's pain and distress deepened. Concerned for her life and the babies, her husband and pastor demanded a referral to the 37 military hospital.
What happened was they told me the gynecologist was coming from a different hospital to their hospital. He takes time to come. I didn't know at first, so yeah, that was what happened. And my reverend and my husband had to tell them because at the point they even took my antenatal book and lock it. That's where I need to deliver. So my reverend had to rush and tell them, if something happens to me, they'll sue the hospital. Before they didn't even give me a referral. They had to rush me to Kaneshi Polyclinic to take a referral for me to 37. That was how bad it was.
Later, the family learned the devastating truth. The prolonged labor had deprived the baby of oxygen, damaging parts of his brain. Portia's firstborn, Jason, was diagnosed with cerebral palsy. He could not walk, talk, sit, or develop like other children. The news shattered Portia. With no prior knowledge of disabilities, she struggled deeply, questioning her faith and her future. The emotional weight was overwhelming, especially as Jason was her first child.
When I had Jason, he was my first hope, he was my first loins, and my husband's first loins. So I don't have any experience concerning special kids or a child with cerebral palsy. I was devastated. I was asking God a lot of questions because I do a lot in church. Because I was working at a good company, I was taking care of kids, and so I was asking God a lot of questions. Why me? But then, if not me, then who else? That's the constellation I got. If God has such kids, a lot of them, He will rather look at a good heart to bless you with such a child. It's not easy to be a special mother, because after I had Jason, it's like my dreams were shattered. My 8th scan never showed anything that I'll be having him like this. So I asked questions when I had him. What might be the problem? What might be the cause for this? So it was the delay. At a time that the baby needs to come out, the baby didn't come out on time. He needs to get oxygen to a part of the brain at a time, which the oxygen didn't get there on time. So that part of the brain is damaged. So that is the cause for his cerebral palsy.
Advised to have more children, Portia went on to have 2 more, alongside Jason. Today, her resilience shines through gratitude.
I think a lot of parents who are in this situation needs to strengthen themselves, because it's not an easy journey. After I had Jason, I had counseling from pastors, my pastor, from doctors, that I need to give birth again. Other than that, the emotional trauma will make me not to, because I was very young when I had him. So I had to stand my grounds properly. I had to overcome the emotions, and for now I had 2 other kids in addition to him. I would say, if you come out then you see that yours is a little better, because sometimes I see some of the kids and I look back to Jason, I go back and I thank God, because some of them are in really bad shape. I pray God should give them strength and understanding. A lot of people think about the kids more. Forgoing or forgetting the caregivers, as in the parents. We go through times 2 what the child is going through. Because the stigma is on you. Everywhere you go, you can't leave the child at home. You have to go out with him. And the looks and the... See, I will tell you, a lot of special parents are going through depression. They are depressed. First of all, in my case, I went through stages of depression. And some of them are not learned. So it's difficult for them to know how to maneuver their ways. If they are learned a bit and can read about the condition and know that, oh, this is what it is, I need to face it, I think a lot of parents will make progress. But I feel that it is like this because of the stigma. They wouldn't bring their kids out. A lot of these special kids are indoors, not because the parents don't want to bring them out, but it is because of the stigma around it. And I feel it is bad, and we need to speak about it. Some of us that have the mouth, we will speak about it. It is very bad to treat these children and their parents like rubbish. They are equally human. They didn't wish it upon themselves to have kids like this. I think abroad they understood it, and they have a way of loving these kids. They love them with all their strength, but not here in Africa. We see them as cursed kids. We see them as kids that do not have to belong to other kids.
Portia is calling for change. She called on government to support caregivers by subsidizing medication and physiotherapy, noting how, in developed countries, structured social support helps families cope. She appealed to churches and private institutions to step in where systems fall short.
Having treatment for them, it's a different thing. We don't have support from government, or I don't know if there is one, I don't know. But I feel their health shouldn't be a burden, especially the physio and the medications for these children shouldn't be another headache for the parents. Even if they need to pay for it, it shouldn't be much. I don't know how some organizations come across help like you are doing. But if we have a lot of this happening, I think it will help. And a lot of parents will be relieved. And I think the churches and the organization should rather shift more attention to the parents, because a lot of them are dying silently. They might come out laughing, smiling, but their pillows are always wet.
She expressed deep appreciation to the CEO of H4P for organizing a free health screening and Christmas party for children with cerebral palsy and their caregivers, an act of love she described as rare and deeply meaningful. Her prayer was simple: strength and blessings for those who remember families like hers.
We need help and we need love, like Bishop is doing. I really appreciate what he has done. I wouldn't know if someone didn't tell me. Because coming all the way from Weja to Teshi, it's not easy to come. I need to drop in and come. But I know that if someone has come out of his will to show love to my son, I need to honor it. Because it is not something we get on a silver platter. We don't get this love. We don't get more of this. If a lot of advocates, a lot of organizations will organize this, and even the government will show these kids some love, I feel Ghana will be a better place to live. On behalf of my family, the J family, and my special angel, we want to thank Bishop. Bishop, we said kudos. Thank you so much for putting a smile on the face of us, special parents, and then special kids. It will only take a heart of gold to do this. We really appreciate you. I personally want to say thank you because it's not easy to organize this. But then I know God Himself will bless you for organizing this program. And may you never give up on these children. Keep showing them love, and the crown is awaiting you in heaven. God bless you.
The Helping Hand TV show wishes its cherished viewers a Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year.
Is the music segment on the Helping Hand TV show.
Oh, holy night, the stars are brightly shining. It is the night of a dear Savior's birth. Long lay the world in sin and error pining, till He appeared and the soul felt its worth. A thrill of hope, the weary world rejoices, for yonder breaks a new and glorious morn. Fall on your knees, oh, hear the angels' voices, oh, night divine, oh, night when Christ was born, oh, night divine, oh, night divine. Truly He taught us to love one another. His law is love, and His gospel is peace. Chains shall He break, for the slave is a brother, and in His name all oppression shall cease. Sweet hymns of joy in grateful chorus raise we, with all our hearts we praise His holy name. holy night.
Hello, this is the voice of Ability and for persons with disability, wishing all of you a very Merry Christmas. Special Christmas greetings goes to the disability community. I pray that this year you would have joy. I pray that this year God will put smiles on your faces, no matter how the year has gone. I pray that as we get ready to close up the year, within this Christmas season, God will bless us, all of us in the disability community, parents with children with disabilities, children who have parents with disabilities. I want to say a very Merry Christmas to you and a prosperous and a blessed New Year. Keep enjoying your favorite show, the Helping Hand TV show. God richly bless you.
Welcome back.
As the free health screening unfolded, our cameras caught up with one of the event's special guests, a prominent figure and advocate within the disability community, who took a moment to share his thoughts on the initiative.
My name is Alexander Kojo Tete. I'm the president, Center for Employment of Persons with Disabilities, and also the Ghana Chamber for Entrepreneurs with Disabilities. I'm excited to be here, and I'm excited to be part of the 7th edition of the Celebration of Love, and also the 10th anniversary of the Far City Chapel, because I'm aware that Far City Chapel is a big sponsor for the Celebration of Love, and today it's the health screening for children and adults with cerebral palsy. In fact, it's a great event. Supporting people with cerebral palsy is one of the greatest things that you are doing, because we know how our health system is. We know how our system is in Ghana, and so that is why today I want us to celebrate Bishop Dr. Kofi Hackman for the great work he's doing in the lives of caregivers and people with cerebral palsy. I'm so excited that we are in the 7th edition of this Celebration of Love. Parents and caregivers of children with cerebral palsy are not finding things easy at all. In fact, parents lose their marriages, they lose their work, and they lose their community, society that gives strength, and all the support systems. It's been denying them, and when it comes to the government has no system in place for such people. It's so sad that we have to go through this way, but we're calling on them. We know that currently we have a very disability friendly president, a listening president, who would want to make a mark, who would want to make history. And so what other presidents could not do, what other governments could not do, we expect that this president and the government will be able to put in systems that people with cerebral palsy, children with cerebral palsy, will have good health system, will have good support in terms of their caregivers having livelihood, having work to do, and be able to take care of their children. To have children with cerebral palsy is not a mistake at all. It's to amplify the blessings of God. It's to amplify the works of God. So I think that earlier we put in systems, the better, so that we can harness, we can draw all the blessings that God has for us as Ghanaians. And so I call on policymakers to expedite action to ensure that if parents have children with cerebral palsy, they wouldn't have to go through stress, trouble, trauma, and some to the extent of even poisoning their children. What I would tell my mothers and families of children with cerebral palsy is that they are heroes. They are heroes. What they are doing, nobody can do it. We celebrate them. They are doing a great job. They should not give up. They should continue, because there's a lot of blessing that awaits them. They will get the benefit of their suffering. They should not think that they are suffering and for that matter they will give up. They should continue with their struggle, and God will definitely listen to them. And we want to also thank Bishop Dr. Charles Hackman for these annual events. In fact, I'm always happy to be here, because it is something that it is not easy to do, and he has taken it upon himself to do this. We are happy to support him, and as a stakeholder and as a person with disability myself, I gave him all my total support in ensuring that this program continues. But I look forward for the 25th anniversary celebration of love.
Amen.
Thank you so much. And I know children here will then be grown-ups and also be able to share testimonies of how they have benefited from the celebration of love.
All right.
Thank you so much.
The Helping Hand TV show wishes its cherished viewers a Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year.
Welcome back.
Welcome back to the Helping Hand TV show with me, the voice of ability and persons with disability. This has been a special edition. It's the Celebration of Love, 7th edition of the Celebration of Love. But this is all time would allow us. And so we are going to draw the curtains here. But I promise to bring you the continuation of this special edition, same time next week. Until then, remember, disability is not inability. Let me say special thanks to DV Unlimited Company Limited and FCC Fast Chapel, my proud sponsors. And special thanks to you for tuning in to your favorite show on TV, the Helping Hand TV show. Let's meet again same time next week. A Merry Christmas and a happy, blessed New Year.
So this is why we do this show, to bring dignity to disability, to bring hope to those who are hopeless. So all those who contribute to H4P through our mobile money system, thank you so much for helping us do this job. God richly bless you. If you are not yet part of those who help H4P through the mobile money system, I think it's time for you to decide to be a help to the Helping Hand TV show.
You can also support H4P in bringing dignity to disability. Give today via our MTN mobile money on +233 596 313 338. The name is H4P. You can also send your donations via bank transfer. Fidelity Bank Ghana Limited, Rich Towers Branch, Accra, Ghana. Account name is H4P Helping Hand Project Fund. The account number is 20-900-308-70805. You can also visit our website h4porganization.org for more information. Thank you and God richly bless you. H4P, bringing dignity to disability. H4P, perfection is our passion.
Hello, this is the voice of ability and for persons with disability, wishing all of you a very Merry Christmas. Special Christmas greetings goes to the disability community. I pray that this year you would have joy. I pray that this year God will put smiles on your faces, no matter how the year has gone. I pray that as we get ready to close up the year within this Christmas season, God will bless us, all of us in the disability community, parents with children with disabilities, children who have parents with disabilities. I want to say a very Merry Christmas to you and a prosperous and a blessed New Year. Keep enjoying your favorite show, the Helping Hand TV show. God richly bless you.
The Helping Hand TV show wishes its cherished viewers a Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year.
All holy.